I'm your host, Eastside Legend, and today I will play the audio, let you hear the video, and then give my opinion on it.
Own a vacation rental? If it's not listed on Booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform who can't book what they can't see. Your king size bed? Invisible. Your pool? Invisible. And your hot tub? That new Shane's Lounge? And your hammock. Don't let your vacation rental be invisible. Listed on Booking.com? Get seen?
Just so you know, we reacting to Tony Two Time. If you want to look for this video, go on your YouTube search bar, punch in Tony Two Time, and you will find this video. The title of this video is called Two Women Love the Same Man, and the outcome was fatal.
From Mrs. Tony Two Times, and I'm back with another episode of Hood Tales. In this video, let's take it to Shreveport, Louisiana, to discuss the case of two women who loved the same man and the outcome was fatal. But before we get into this video, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss any future uploads. Stay tuned until the end to hear the full story. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Back in the summer of 2019, a young mother from Minden, Louisiana, was trying to figure out life, raise her baby girl, and build something better for herself in Shreveport. But what started as jealousy, social media arguments, and a messy love triangle would spiral into one of the most heartbreaking stories to come out of Shreveport that year. This is the story of 21-year-old Luquandalyn Lou Hargrove and Shamika Ellis. Luquandalyn Jaleese Hargrove, affectionately known to everyone who loved her as Lou or Nunu, was the kind of person who just radiated energy. Growing up in the close-knit town of Minden, Louisiana, Lou was a powerhouse. She was an amazing softball player in the local recreation leagues. She was super smart and had a drive that couldn't be slowed down. In fact, she graduated a whole semester early from Minden High School in 2015. Spiritually, faith was also part of her upbringing. She accepted Christ at a young age at Houghton Church of God in Christ. Looking for a change of scenery and a fresh chapter, Lou decided to move to Shreveport to live with her cousin. She was settling into her new life, finding her footing, and navigating the ups and downs of young adulthood. Along the way, she welcomed a beautiful baby girl into the world. By the summer of 2019, Lou was entirely devoted to her one-year-old daughter, doing everything she could to build a bright future for her little girl. From people close to her, becoming a mom changed Lou. Her daughter became her motivation. Now, was life perfect? Probably not. She was young, navigating relationships, emotions, postpartum, and motherhood all at once. But to the people who loved her, Lou still had her whole future ahead of her. But as Lou was focused on building her new life, her path was about to cross with someone carrying a very dark, very chaotic past. 22-year-old Shamika Dalzetta Ellis. Shamika was also a young mom living in Shreveport, but her life looked very different from.
What's up with these women in Shreveport, Louisiana, man? Y'all got babies, y'all young as hell, and y'all ready to crash out? Man, y'all gotta think before y'all start just acting like that, man. Because them kids really need y'all. It's crazy.
Lose. To those around her, Shamika seemed driven by deep-seated insecurities, and there always seemed to be chaos surrounding her relationships, especially when emotions got involved. Just
See, this second woman that she talking about, she sound real toxic. She sound real toxic. Like everything she do is just toxic. Something ain't right with this chick right here.
a year before she ever encountered Lou, Shamika was already caught up in a toxic, incredibly tumultuous relationship with a 21-year-old man named Kenyon Williams, who was the father of her children. Neighbors at the Cambridge Court Apartments on Mansfield Road knew the couple's history well. Local authorities had even been called out to their place on multiple occasions. Then, on July 17th, 2018, things
Did y'all hear that? The police being called to their home on multiple occasions. So what that mean? That mean that this is a toxic relationship and they get violent fast. It don't take long. You know what I'm saying? So it's some DV going on, domestic violence, and the police had to be called more than once. So the neighbors tired of hearing these motherfuckers arguing and fighting.
reached a breaking point. An intense physical altercation broke out between Shamika and Kenyon inside their apartment. It spilled outside and it ended with Kenyon losing his life in the parking lot from a single deep cut wound to his upper body. Shamika was taken in for questioning, but after reviewing the turbulent history between the two, officials ultimately ruled the incident as justifiable self defense. Shamika walked away.
That's bullshit. She killed her baby daddy, and then y'all saying it's self-defense. Now y'all know this was some bullshit. This girl should have been locked up. Let's let the story continue.
Without a single charge. You would think surviving a situation that heavy would make someone pause, step back, and reevaluate their choices. But instead, Shamika's pattern of escalating conflict was about to repeat itself with even more devastating consequences. Now, somewhere along the way, Lou and Shamika ended up involved with the same man, a man named Latorius Mitchell. And according to reports, both women knew about each other. Instead of stepping away from a messy situation, both women found themselves locked in a fierce love triangle. And in the age of social media, we all know how quickly drama gets amplified. What started as petty issues quickly spilled onto social media. Shamika and Lou began trading insults, sending heated messages.
See, that's that bullshit. Why y'all gotta take the drama to social media? If y'all know each other in real life, like, that's y'all time to squash the shit. Y'all can fight, argue, nip it in the bud, do whatever, walk away, shake hands, hug. Like, it's many ways you can work out a situation. But you see, the first thing they did was take their problem to social media.
And throwing shade back and forth online. It was the classic playbook for social media drama. Behind the scenes, the resentment between the two women grew like a pressure cooker, pushing both women to a total boiling point. And sadly, when emotions are high and pride enters the room, people stop thinking about consequences. Everything exploded on Tuesday, July 16th, 2019, just before 1 o'clock p.m.
The Tempur-Pedic breeze makes sleep feel cool, so no more sweating all night.
It's a commercial, by the way. Just so you know, this story is getting real intense. I hope you following this story and I hope you paying attention. It's two women caught up in a love triangle with the same guy, and it's getting deep. They already know about each other. Instead of them handling the situation in person, they decide to take it to social media. Not everybody know about it. So if the police come or anything like that, all the evidence is already online.
into the real world. She drove a large black Ford Expedition over to Southern Avenue, right outside the home where Lou was staying. But Shamika wasn't alone. Sitting in her passenger seat was Latorius Mitchell, the very man they were fighting over. And in the vehicle with them was Shamika's toddler. When Shamika pulled up, the confrontation instantly turned physical right there in the street. Witnesses watched in shock as the two women traded blows. Latorius initially said,
How you go to fight a girl and you bring your baby with you? I keep telling y'all, man, these women lost their screws. You fighting over a dude, you bring your baby with you. You don't even know if she got somebody with her. You don't know if she got a weapon. You're not even thinking.
that by as a bystander. But as the rage grew completely out of control, he tried to intervene. By then, it was too late. According to friends of Lou, during the chaos, Shamika managed to grab Lou's cell phone. In a desperate attempt to get her property back, Lou used a stick, beating against the SUV and smashing one of its windows. Realizing the situation had gone entirely too far, Lou decided to disengage. She turned her back, walked away from the vehicle, and began running down Southern Avenue to get away from the conflict. But Shamika wasn't done. Instead of driving away, she put the heavy SUV into drive, jumped the curb onto the sidewalk, and intentionally pursued Lou as she fled on foot. In a shocking display of public rage, Shamika drove the vehicle directly toward Lou outside the Circle K district office. The SUV struck Lou head on, pinning her underneath the front tire and against the wall of the building. The impact was catastrophic, and Lou's life ended right there at the scene. Immediately after the crash, the scene was pure chaos. Shamika grabbed her toddler, abandoned the
You just killed the woman with your baby in the car. Horrible idea. Horrible. And if you cared about your baby or your freedom, you would have thought twice. Comment down below. I'm your host, Eastside Legend.